Good morning. Welcome to today's talk show. Today we have Mr. Prateek Tiwari, a man with a mission. Let's have urban farming in every urban household. That's the dream mission in which he has started his work. Let us know all about the living greens and also about Prateek Tiwari. Sir, let me know a small introduction about you, sir.
Sure, sir. Firstly, thank you so much for giving me this privilege of coming over to Krishi Jagran. I'm an agriculture engineer and I'm also an alumnus of Indian Institute of Foreign Trade. I've served in the corporate sector for about 11 years with companies like Mahindra, Reliance Fresh, ITC, and finally with Walmart. In the year 2011, I had this inspiration that if we could convert the rooftops of our buildings into organic farms, we can kill two problems at the same time. One is about the toxic food that we are consuming in the cities, and the second is our cities becoming hotter and hotter. So with that mission, I created Living Greens in the year 2013. It's been a marvelous 10-year journey. And if it has brought me to Krishi Jagran, I think I have achieved something in that journey.
Wow, great. So, Mr. Pradeep, I just want to know, you talk about the green city. What is the idea behind this green city?
Sir, our cities are becoming hotter. All active methods of cooling our buildings like air conditioning, science has very clearly shown that beyond a temperature of 48 degrees, the air conditioners will also fail. And we have already started hitting 48 degrees in peak summers, and it's going to become hotter. The problem that we are facing as a world, as urban citizens, each one of us is facing a problem that our cities are becoming hotter and hotter. Now, very peripheral methods of greening the city by putting plants on the roadside or by creating parks is not going to have any effect. It's not even a drop in the ocean. What I felt is that the largest redundant area, the largest uncovered and exposed area of a city are the rooftops of the city. And there I saw two solutions at the same time. If we can cover the rooftops with organic farms by using some specialized products, we could not only create a natural green cover at a very large scale, and also that natural green cover would have a direct impact on the overall environment of the city. So we are not just talking about greener cities, we are talking about creating greener and cooler cities. And that's where urban farming has a very, very crucial role to play.
Okay, I understand you're not just thinking of urban gardening, you are thinking of urban farming. And I hear you also have a feeling that a day will come, the urban population will be able to have their own vegetables or products they want for their home in the cities. How is that possible?
So when we talk about smart cities, I believe that although Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has given this vision to the world, to India, that we must have smart cities. But in the definition of smart cities, it is restricted to only green cities. What I feel is that cities should become food self-sustainable. And cities should start growing their own food on all of those vacant, redundant rooftops that are available in the cities. If those rooftops in the cities could be converted into organic farms, we are also talking about producing a large amount of safe and fresh organic vegetables inside the city. And that can also lead to employment generation for the urban unemployed youth.
That's good. So I also see that you are taking a lot of effort to get into the youth and the children, the schools into this activity. How you are planning it?
Urban farming can directly impact the urban unemployed youth because if we can convert urban farming as a skill development program, I would like to I would like to put a vision in front of you. The vision is that we have large buildings. We have the government buildings, we have hospitals, we have colleges, we have schools. Now imagine if the rooftops of these large buildings were converted into organic farms, two things could happen. If we are talking about a school, the children could be reconnected back to nature by offering them practical knowledge of organic farming. Today, children do not even know whether the tomato it hangs as a fruit or it grows in the root. Okay, they are so disconnected from nature. We are talking about our future generations who are going to continuously get disconnected from nature. It's very important to reconnect our children back to nature. So there are two aspects of urban farming. One we call school farming, in which we are working with city governments, state governments to reconnect children back to nature. And we are also putting together a very specific school farming curriculum that can be followed in schools, and we'll be happy to partner with schools to offer this curriculum to the children. The other major opportunity is that the urban unemployed youth, and we need to remember that the urban unemployed youth, most of them have actually migrated from the rural areas. So agriculture, farming, this is the most natural thing for them. When these rural youth migrate to the cities, they are forced to adopt skills for employment, like learning English or learning tally accounting. Okay, but if you tell a youth who has migrated from the rural areas, if you tell him that I'm going to educate you with organic farming and you can offer directly maintenance services to those people in the cities who would like to grow vegetables in their house. So offering that service can become an employment for that youth who can be taught urban farming.
Okay, Mr. Pradeep, I also come to know that there are a lot of government initiatives to make the actually urban into a greener area. What are those? Can you just explain few of them?
Sure. Sir, starting from the central government has created a very large fund to support agri startups. And I'm very happy to share with you that one portion of the fund, one of the verticals which has been recognized by this fund is urban farming. So the government wants to promote entrepreneurs who would like to start ventures in urban farming. And they would like to promote them financially. They would like to support them financially. So there is a program called RKVY Raftar. And we are one of the first urban farming companies which has received a grant in aid from the Ministry of Agriculture. So that's what is happening at the central level. At the state level, we are working with the government of Bihar, which has already announced, in fact, that subsidy scheme is running for the past 3 years. There is a subsidy scheme by the government of Bihar, which says that if you have 300 square feet of rooftop area, you can get 50% financial subsidy for doing rooftop gardening on your rooftop. So the Bihar government has already taken that lead. The next government is the government of Uttarakhand. The government of Uttarakhand has announced a similar subsidy scheme, initially starting with 100 houses in Dehradun and then subsequently involving other cities of Uttarakhand. Then the government of Kerala started with Ernakulam as its pilot city, where the Department of Horticulture of Kerala is offering rooftop gardening units. Then we are working with Mr. K.T. Rama Rao, the Honorable Minister for Urban Affairs and Information Technology of the government of Telangana. He has this vision that Hyderabad, besides becoming the most modern city, will actually become the most green city. So at a state level, these are some of the states which have already picked up, who have already started appreciating the importance of urban farming. And at a city level, I would like to talk about the Bombay Municipal Corporation. The Bombay Municipal Corporation is coming out with a law which says that any plot size which is more than 2,000 square meter must have a rooftop garden on its rooftop. So that is at a city level.
Okay. See, I see there is a huge activities are happening to make the urban green. I know what are the services the Living Green is providing.
So Living Greens offers what is called an urban farming pack.
Yeah.
So the urban farming pack consists of three things. We have created a portable farming system, which is a do-it-yourself farming system, which can be self-installed, and it is 10 feet long and 4 feet wide. It looks like a small greenhouse which is sitting on your rooftop, and it is filled with a unique soilless organic medium, and you can start growing your organic vegetables from day one itself. It's a self-contained unit. It has got its own drip irrigation system, its own frame, container. The whole thing is a self-sustainable unit. So that is called a portable farming system. Along with that, we have created an organic plant protection kit, because we realize that when a lot of people try and grow vegetables, but they feel very, very demotivated when they see their vegetable plants dying. So we created this organic plant protection kit, which is a tiny little kit which can be used by the person to protect its vegetable plants from pests and diseases. So these are the products. Now, along with the product comes two kinds of services. So we are offering online support, which we call the online knowledge support, and we are also offering on-site maintenance services. And the third thing is what we call the knowledge support. So in knowledge support, we have created a digital library of videos which can be shared with anybody across the world, and that person can be guided to organically grow vegetables using that digital library of videos. So all these things put together, we call an urban farming pack.
Excellent. So I see there is a huge opportunity to be tapped, especially in the urban area. You talked about different aspects how we get. I just want to know, there is a feeling among the urban people, if we cultivated something on top, the water will drip down. What are the measures you take for this type of fears the people have in the urban?
Right. So in the last 10 years, we have worked with two kinds of buildings. So there are old buildings and then there are new buildings. So if the building is new, and that means it does not have any cracks on the surface of the rooftop, then directly putting the portable farming system on the surface of the rooftop is the simple solution, because the container that we are using for the portable farming system, that is UV protected from the ultraviolet rays of the sun. It has been designed to stay leak proof for at least 5 years.
Okay.
But if it is an old building which has already developed cracks on the surface of the rooftop, then we put a layer of drain cells. Now these drain cells are like you have these egg crates. Okay, so these drain cells create a clearance of about 1 to 1.5 inches between the bottom of the portable farming system and the surface of the rooftop. So that clearance of 1.5 inches is sufficient for any water to flow from under the portable farming system. We need to remember that seepage on the rooftop happens only when you are forcing the water to stop and stand at one place.
Okay.
If you are allowing the water to flow, to freely flow, then there is absolutely no chance of any seepage. Because think of it, I mean, places like Bombay, it rains so much, but every house doesn't get seepage. Only those houses or those buildings have a problem where either there are cracks on the rooftop, or you are forcing the water to stand there and stagnate.
Okay, I just want to know, with how many years a rooftop farmer, I call it, he can become break-even with your project?
Sir, actually, an urban grower or a rooftop farmer, so there are two parts. There is a capital expenditure, okay, which is the cost of the equipment. So you're buying a small little portable farm, okay. So if you don't invest in that farm, you can't grow. Besides this farm, there is only one recurring investment of that organic plant protection kit, which is also a very small investment. Besides that, the vegetable is free of cost.
Okay, so it means the vegetable he buy can be got from this farm,
Yes.
so that he's going to save a lot of money.
Yes, I'll put a very specific number on the table.
Yeah.
The cost of cultivation of organic vegetables on the rooftop is anywhere from 60 rupees a kg to 70 rupees a kg. So you are getting your vegetables, your fresh organic vegetable at 60 to 70 rupees a kg grown in your house, as compared to getting organic vegetable from an online service where you are getting it for 100 or 110 rupees a kg, and you do not know the source of it. There could be a doubt about the source of it. But here you are getting for 60 rupees a kg, you are getting your own fresh organic vegetable, and the pleasure of growing the vegetable is coming absolutely as a free bonus.
Excellent. It was fantastic, Prateek. I should say, here is a man. May next time when your children want to pluck one tomato or a lady's finger and eat it, go to your terrace. Nothing to bother, and it is organic. It is impossible to make India organic immediately because big farms are, it's very difficult. But every rooftop to become organic is very easy. And that's this great man has taken an initiative. And see the way he works. He is working with the government, and see the governments are giving 50% subsidy for a roof gardening or greening vegetables. And the day he is dreaming when every family in the urban will be having their own vegetable at their home. For more details, please go and see the Living Greens website. I'm sure it is going to change the urban, the urban scene totally, where urban is going to be green and green vegetables. Thank you, Mr. Pradeep.
Thank you, sir.